Hey guys, welcome back. I want to make a quick video and just want to hopefully encourage anyone who is out there who is currently single and in the process of, doing some self work and working on yourself to receive your spouse. I just want to give my testimony about a time in my life before I met my husband and um, when we were dating and where I was in my life during that time. And hopefully, this testimony will encourage someone. So I'll try to remember exactly the ways everything happened, but let's see. Um, I guess the main thing that I do want to say is right before I met my husband, um, my my life my life compared to I would say maybe a year before I met my husband, things were good. I was working. I had my own apartment. I had my own apartment for 4 years, working, had my car, taking care of myself. I'm moved away from home, and so I was in a completely different state. Um, I did have friends and people that I knew, but I didn't have any family where I live, and I was pretty much just taking care of myself, just me and Jesus. And it was cool. Like I was surviving. I was cool. Um, and right before I met my husband, I would say maybe the year I met my husband, things start to take a downward turn. um, One thing led to another where I wasn't working at my previous corporate job where everything was good, and things just started falling apart. I lost my apartment. Um, I almost lost my car. I actually lost it and got it back. Um, and there was just a lot of things going wrong. And I felt like, man, I felt like every time I got up to breathe for air, like another wave came and just like swept me under. And I just felt like I could not get a break. And so I think I was kind of discouraged. I wouldn't say discouraged, but I was discouraged and kind of hard on myself because um, I'm such a hard worker and I try to do everything I can to take care of myself and to take care of, people around me as much as possible. But I will say I try not to ask for help. I try to really really work hard and do things for myself. And I've been that way for as long as I can remember. So, that's just who I am. So when my now husband came, but at the time he was my boyfriend, um, I was hesitant about even talking to him or moving forward in our relationship. And part of that was because I knew I wasn't me. I didn't feel like I was me 100% because I was struggling during the time, and I didn't want, when I'm going through my struggling time, when I'm going through my struggle, I don't want people to see me. Like, I want to, you know, um, just put my head down and do whatever work I need to do so I can get out of it. And I don't, want to bring other people into that space. Um, and when I met my husband, it's like he wanted to come in, and I'm like, no, I'm not ready. Like, I'm not ready for you to come in. Like, I want to do this first. I want to do that first. And I felt like God was like, you need to let him help you. And I was like, I don't want him to help me. Like, I want to, you know, I want to do things for myself. And um, I almost missed out of that was one of the ways I almost missed out on my husband, is because I kept like shutting him out or pushing him out or trying to push him away because I knew I wasn't where I wanted to be. I didn't have the job that I wanted. I didn't have the degree that I wanted. I didn't have the bank account that I wanted. I didn't have the things that I wanted to have. When I met my husband. And I would say I didn't want to have the things that I earned on my own before meeting him. And that's just not the way that God had has my life set up. Like, it wasn't until I met my husband that my life changed. Like, all the things that I was working for and trying to accomplish on my own, I felt like, and this is just me personally in my testimony, that there are some things that I could not accomplish without my spouse. And that's the way God wanted it to be. And that's the way he wants it to be for me. So, of course, everybody's story is not like this. But if you find yourself in a similar situation, then I just want to encourage you to be open and trust God and know that you don't have to have everything perfect, even though you may really, really want it to be that way. You don't have to be perfect. You just do what you can, and as long as you're not being lazy, as long as you're trying, um, and doing your part, um, then that's good. That's good enough. That is good enough, because one of the things I know about God and in my relationship with Him is that His timing is His timing. And when He says yes, it's going to be a yes. And that's kind of how I live my life now, because I know I am a hard worker and I try to do as much as I can. And so when things aren't happening, I know that I've done everything that I could. So now it's just up to you, God. And so then I can rest and kind of, just wait to see, just wait for him to fulfill his promise, and hold up his end of the bargain. And yeah, so yeah, I just want to encourage all my single ladies out there, that um, it's a good thing to, prepare and work and make yourselves ready for your spouse. It's do as much as you can, but just know you don't have to be perfect. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. But as long as you're striving for that, that's good. That's good. As long as you're getting up and doing whatever work you need to do, that's good. You're doing great. You're doing a great job. But just don't get so caught up in perfection that you miss out on the promise, because that's not what we want. And yeah, so just know that you are enough. Keep doing what you're doing, and know that you don't have to be perfect. Things don't have to be perfect. And like I said, my testimony is I didn't have the things done that I wanted to be done before my husband came. So I felt like I'm not ready. I'm not ready, even though I wanted to be married, but I it didn't look the way I thought it should look or I wanted it to look. So that's me getting in the way of God's blessing. And I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad that my husband didn't allow me to let that happen, that he, pushed for and that he fought for me. And I'm so glad that I said yes. And yeah, just want to encourage you out there. So, love you guys. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below, and I love to chat with you. All right. Good night.